Got some terrible news for you guys, man. Deshaun Watson is in some hot, hot water after these latest bombshell allegations. So, what are these bombshell allegations? Well, it's a lawsuit, it's a civil lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed by a lawyer named Tony Busby, who, full discretion, this guy was a former neighbor of Bob McNair, the former owner of the Houston Football Texans, a man who also got into some hot water just a couple years ago when the players were, getting notoriety for protesting and wanting to kneel during the national anthem, and him saying in these meetings, saying to his fellow owners, we can't allow the inmates to run the asylum. We can't allow the football players, the black people in our organizations to do whatever the heck they want to do. And Deshaun Watson, of course, as a leader of this football team, as a very prominent black quarterback, took offense to these things. He didn't make many public announcements, but if you've read some stories about him, if you've read what's been going on since then, he took these things offensively. It's part of why he wanted to leave the franchise. It's a part of why, he wanted to have a little more control over or not control necessarily, but I should say more power in who the franchise hires. And following this, man, not only is Tony Busby a former neighbor of Bob McNair, but he also lobbied very, very heavily for the Houston Texans to actually draft Johnny Football, if you guys remember, former Texas A&M quarterback, Johnny Football, that guy. So with that being said, man, this lawsuit was filed March 16th, yesterday afternoon or yesterday evening, and this lawsuit alleges, according to ESPN and their ESPN's Sarah Barshop, I'm not sure. Either way, Sarah writes that the lawsuit alleges that Watson booked a massage on March 30th, 2020, with a massage therapist who regularly works in her home. After leaving the room, the massage therapist alleges she returned to find Watson lying on the massage table with just a small towel covering his groin area. The lawsuit says the plaintiff began to feel extremely uncomfortable, and it became apparent that Watson wanted the massage for only one reason: sex. It accuses Watson of exposing himself and subsequently touching the woman. In the lawsuit, the massage therapist alleges that after she asked Watson to leave, the quarterback made a statement that she considered to be a threat. The lawsuit also says Watson later texted her to apologize. The Texans and the NFL on Wednesday said they are aware of the matter. Quote, "We became aware of a civil lawsuit involving Deshaun Watson through a social media post last night." Tony Busby's social media post on Instagram. Once again, former neighbor of Bob McNair, same guy who lobbied very, very heavily for Johnny Manziel to get drafted by the Texans after his Texas A&M tenure. "We became aware of the civil lawsuit involving Deshaun Watson through a social media post last night." The Texans statement said, "This is the first time we heard of the matter, and we hope to learn more soon. We take accusations of this nature that involve anyone within the Houston Texans organization seriously. We will await further information before making any additional statements on this incident." So, this is actually last night, Deshaun Watson responded to these allegations being made against him. And in this statement, he actually wrote, you know how celebrities, football players, athletes, whatever, they go on a notes app. This is what he wrote on the notes app. "As a result of a social media post by a publicity-seeking plaintiff's lawyer, I recently became aware of a lawsuit that has apparently been filed against me. I have not yet seen the complaint, but I know this. I have never treated any woman with anything other than the utmost respect." The plaintiff's lawyer claims that this isn't about money. But before filing suit, he made a baseless six-figure settlement demand, which I quickly rejected. Unlike him, this isn't about money for me. It's about clearing my name, and I look forward to doing that. Quick disclaimer, guys, fellas, men. Let's try not to blame this young masseuse for she was at home trying to do her job. Let's try not to blame her. Let's not try to do all the typical smear campaign stuff that happens when a famous athlete, famous celebrity has these types of allegations. We all know it's typical. We all know what happens. It's the next thing that's gonna happen. We saw with rest in peace to Kobe. We saw with Derrick Rose in his case a couple years ago. It's gonna happen. Can't allow that to happen. Can't allow that to judge our eye or cloud our eyes, I should say. As men, we all know multiple women. We all know plenty of women that have been. Well, let me not say we all know, but plenty of us do know women that have been assaulted before that, don't want to out their abuser, whatever it may be. And we as a society, we as a civilization, yes, innocent until proven guilty. You gotta respect the due process and all of that. Yeah, we gotta be careful with our language coming forward with this. Gotta be a little more patient and understanding with these types of crimes because no one wants this to happen, regardless of if this is true or not. Regardless of if it's a false allegation. I don't know. I don't know how you prove it's a false allegation or not. Can't always trust the government or the courts to make the right decisions here. We all know that black or brown or Asian, Native American, we all know that we can't trust the courts or the government to make the right decisions. So with that being said, man, you guys let me know how you feel, man. Is Deshaun Watson in hot water? Is this all conspiracy? Should we just automatically believe this lawsuit that this actually happened? Let me know. Let us know at the HMO podcast. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, like this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, however you feel. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we are out. Bye.